In the meantime, a group of aggrieved business owners whose business structures were demolished earlier in the week are calling on the attention of relevant authorities in a bid to seek redress and justice. The demolition is part of grand demolition exercises being carried out by the Federal Capital Development Authority in parts of the FCT, which they claim will allow for the construction of other structures, as the area has now been reallocated to other companies. The business owners are crying foul, saying that the exercises were carried out in breach of laid down laws and their plots and gardens reallocated to cronies of FCTA officials without due process. They also maintain that they have not defaulted in any of their payments and necessary rents and do not understand why their plots and gardens should be reallocated. News Central's Aishat Salihu is live at the location of the demolished structures and brings us up to date regarding the people and their bereavement. Aishat, thank you for joining us. What is the update? I mean, we saw the video that made the rounds of these people aggrieved and saying that they have done nothing, for the structures to be demolished. What is the update on that?
I'm standing right in the premises of what seems to be the remains of the now demolished park, a green area that has been a business that has been in existence for over a decade, a business that was instituted by a group of young women who have, invested heavily in this particular area. If you can see by my right, this is what remains of the structure, a structure that has served a lot of people in this area, providing, recreational activities amongst others. And since morning, the women here, they have been talking and speaking to the press. Earlier, we had a press conference where they stated their demands, asking the government why this has happened. And also, it will suffice to know that before this particular demolition, they had initially, sometime in April, renewed their ground rent, although they were served a revocation of the use of this land sometime in June or July thereabout. But then they're saying that there was no proper procedure put in place. And even before the demolition took place, they just notified them, just one-day notification and asking them to vacate immediately. And just a couple of days after, they came in with their bulldozers and they bulldozed this particular structure. And this is what is left here. They have also lamented that this particular structure has created businesses, has created source of livelihoods for many people, over 50 employers that they have had here for over a decade. But I'll walk right now to one of the mothers of one of the investors, so that she can also bring us up to date on what this means to her and her daughter, who has invested heavily in this area. Good morning.
Thank you, my dear.
Please, your name and what you do?
I am Mrs. Aliu.
Okay.
Halima's mother.
Okay, kindly bring us up to speed. Your daughter is one of the investors in this particular now demolished structure.
Yes.
What does this mean to you?
It means a lot, because this is where I earn a living. As you can see, if I'm supposed to be a government worker, I would have been retired long ago. And I was just like 30 years when I lost my husband. Over 20 years, I am a widow since 24 years now. And then this little girl was just a small girl. I know how I suffered to pay school fees before she graduated from school. I sell pepper, I sell tomato, I sell akamo. I am not a widow that go about sleeping with men. I trade to bring up the children. And by the grace of God, God helped me. After she graduates, she joined her friends here. And from here, she paid her younger one school fees. From here, she brings food to the house. Now, since 4 days ago, I don't know what they call food, because I don't have an appetite to eat. The means of my feeding, or the welfare of my house has been forcefully collected.
Okay.
The means of my livelihood, where to eat or to take care of my home, has been forcefully collected from the people we call leaders of this nation.
Okay. Thank you so much. Well, Blessings, you have heard from one of the aggrieved mothers of the aggrieved parties. I'll walk over to Esther in this so that she can bring us up to speed on what the consequences of this demolition has been and also their demands.
Well, It's such a sad one, because we have put in almost everything, and just when we're settling and hoping to get some proceeds or reprieve, and this is where we are. The consequence here is telling. We have in our direct employment, we have 68 young graduates, young men and women, have been put out of jobs. The young lady who was running the breakfast session, she's at the hospital right now because she came in from the gym and saw the demolition going on. She fainted here. She collapsed here, right here. We rushed her to the hospital. The day they came here, there was a school on excursion here. They brought children here. We have a paint and sip. It's quite notable. As a matter of fact, we were celebrated on Al Jazeera in 2016, So all of that, the young people were traumatized, seeing policemen and thugs. They came in here, the day they came here, with over 50 thugs and bearing arms and clubs, and chased everyone out here. Those children are still traumatized as we speak, So we have lost monies. We have lost in unquantifiable sums right now. I have not had sleep in the last 72 hours, And it's a shame, because we are suffering all of this in spite of a court order, in spite of a court proceeding, all right? So, and our demands are simple, because we are lawful people. We're not criminals, all right? Our demands are simple. If there is a court order, all right, there is a court proceeding, it should be respected, all right? Nigeria is a country of laws. We expect that the rule of law should be respected, all right? And if they have no evidence whatsoever that we have flouted rules, it's just a callous move just to grab land, that's all. And if you wish to take this place from us, you should sit down and negotiate, all right? Tell us what your offer. We are in business here. If you want to take our place from us, you sit down, recognizing the fact that we have invested monies and time into this place. Then tell us we will give you our price. We'll name our price to you. And if you meet that, we are law-abiding citizens. We go our way, and everybody goes away peacefully. That's all.
Thank you so much. Well, blessings, you invested in this now demolished business structure, and she has stated that perhaps if the government had met with them, they would have resolved this amicably, but then they are now stating some demands and also asking for justice from the government.
All right, Aisha, thank you for that. It's really a sad one, and a lot of speculators would also agree with her proposition there that they could have basically just negotiated as opposed to demolishing these structures and putting a lot of people out of work. But thank you so much, Aisha, for the update.